Are you wasting your best work on the wrong tasks? I think the answer is yes. And when you struggle to stay focused, struggle to get meaningful work done, struggle to build momentum, even though you're working all day, it's often for the same reason. You don't know you have a biological peak window. You probably think you have 8 hours of productive capacity. So you spread your energy across email, admin, meetings, content creation, strategy, treating every hour as if it's equal. But neuroscience shows something completely different. You have 90 minutes to 4 hours of peak cognitive capacity per day. That's it. And what you do during that window determines everything. So today I'm going to show you what that window is, why you might be wasting it, and the exact system I built to protect it. The system that took my output from scattered chaos to 3 times results in 90 days. I'm going to show you the 5 mistakes I found analyzing 1,000 creators' mornings, the framework that fixes them, and the science behind why it works. And at the end, I'm going to show you how to take what you've learned and apply it to your own brain type, because not everyone's window works the same way. Here they are. Mistake number 1. You don't know when your peak window is. You probably work whenever you have time. You have a specific 90-minute to 4-hour window where your dopamine is highest, and you can do complex strategic thinking. For most people, that window is morning, 1 to 3 hours after waking. But because you don't know this is your peak, you waste it on email. I watched a creator I was coaching do this exact thing. She woke up Tuesday morning with the solution to a problem that had been stuck for 2 weeks. She could see the entire system in her mind. But first, I'll just check email real quick. The clarity was gone. She never got it back. The insight evaporated. Mistake number 2. You dilute your focus across multiple priorities. Your peak window can only handle one complex task, one piece of strategic work that moves your business forward. Using your peak dopamine on email is using a Ferrari to drive to the grocery store. Technically possible, completely wasteful. Mistake number 3, you allow interruptions. One interruption costs you 30 plus minutes because you're not just losing 2 minutes, you're losing the mental architecture you were building. Imagine trying to build a house while people keep walking through the construction site asking questions. You'd never finish the house. That's what interruptions do to your deep work, and they collapse the scaffolding. Mistake number 4, you push past your biological limit. Your brain operates in 90-minute ultradian cycles. After 90 to 120 minutes, your performance drops by 40%, even if you keep working. And when you push past your limit, you're stealing from tomorrow's capacity. You wouldn't ask a marathon runner to sprint the entire 26.2 miles, but that's exactly what you're doing with your brain. Mistake number 5, you skip recovery. Formula One drivers don't skip pit stops. They know 20 seconds in the pit saves minutes on the track. Your recovery break is your pit stop. Skip the pit stop, you crash before the finish line. Those are the 5 mistakes. So I built a framework that fixes all 5. I call it the Genius Power Hour. Step 1, identify your peak window. For most people, your peak window hits 1 to 3 hours after waking. Strategic sprinter, 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours max. Deep focused architect, you can sustain peak capacity for 3 to 4 hours when protected. Figure out your window and then protect it ruthlessly. Step 2, choose one priority. Before your peak window starts, decide what is the one thing that if I nail it today moves everything forward. Write it down the night before so you don't waste morning dopamine deciding. Step 3, eliminate all interruptions. Phone in another room, turned off. Email closed. Slack closed. Door locked. Autoresponder, deep work until 12 p.m. We'll respond after. One interruption costs you 30 plus minutes of rebuilt focus. You can't afford to waste any on context switching. Step 4, work for your optimal duration, then stop. Start with 90 minutes. Set a timer. When it goes off, stop. Think of your brain as a phone battery. You start the day at 100%. Every decision drains 1%. By 2 p.m., you're at 20%. The only way to recharge? Real recovery, protecting tomorrow's 100%. Step 5, take real recovery. So after your peak window, you need 20 to 30 minutes of recovery. Walk outside, no podcast, no screens, just walk. Eat a substantial meal, hydrate deeply, do nothing for 20 minutes. This protects tomorrow's peak window. That's the framework. 5 steps. Each one fixes one of the 5 mistakes. So why does this work? It comes down to a neurotransmitter called dopamine. When you wake up, your dopamine is naturally high. As the day progresses, it depletes, especially when you make decisions, resist distractions, and context switch. By afternoon, your dopamine tank is empty. Now, here's where genetics come in. There's a gene called COMT that determines how quickly you clear dopamine. Fast clearance, AA variant, you're a strategic sprinter. You burn bright and fast. High intensity for 90 minutes, then crash. Slow clearance, GG variant, deep focus architect. You can sustain for 3 to 4 hours, but interruptions cost you more. Medium clearance is in the AG variant. You're a balanced creator, adaptable, but need intentional structure. And this is why the same productivity advice works for some people and completely fails for others. And once you understand your wiring, you can build a system that works for your brain. Here's how to take what you just learned and apply it to your own situation. Tomorrow morning, 1 to 3 hours after you wake up, protect 90 minutes. 1 task, 0 interruptions. Then notice your energy pattern. After that session, how do you feel? Completely drained? You might be a strategic sprinter. Still energized and could keep going? You might be a deep focus architect. Ready for variety? You might be a dynamic innovator. Your body will tell you your type. Finally, adjust based on what you learn. Think of the Genius Power Hour as a recipe. The ingredients are the same for everyone. Protected time, 1 priority, 0 interruptions, and recovery. But the cooking time varies. Sprinters need 90 minutes at high heat. Architects need 3 to 4 hours at steady heat. Innovators need rotating burners. Builders need the same heat every single day. Start with 90 minutes. Let your energy tell you if you need more, less, or variety. I created a free AI assistant specifically for implementing the Genius Power Hour, the GPH GPT. You can ask it anything, like, how do I protect my peak window when I work from home with kids? What do I say when my boss schedules a meeting during my deep work time? I am a sprinter. How do I structure my entire day around 90 minutes? I don't know my type yet. How do I figure it out? Just drop your email and you'll get instant access. The link is below. So let me show you what this looks like in practice. I remember the exact morning I realized I had to change. I woke up at 6 a.m. feeling good. By 9 a.m., I hadn't touched my work, and my body was inflamed. I knew if I pushed through, I'd be useless for 2 days. That's when it hit me. I'd just burned my only productive window on other people's priorities. That was the day I built the first version of the Genius Power Hour. Out of desperation, I have mast cell activation syndrome. Stress triggers physical inflammation for me. My symptoms dropped 70% just by protecting my peak window. Here's what happened when other creators implemented this. Sarah, a content creator, told me I went from chaos to completing my best work in 90 minutes. 3 months in, my output was amazing and I have energy in the afternoons now. Marcus, a strategic sprinter, I finally stopped feeling guilty about only working 90 minutes. I built more in the 3 months than I had in the previous year. Lori, a deep focus architect, said, the GPH GPT helped me script exactly what to say to my team. Now I have 4 uninterrupted hours 3 days a week. The framework adapts to your type, but the principle is universal. Protect your peak. So here's what to do next. Start with the free GPH GPT. It helps you implement the Genius Power Hour whether you know your brain type yet or not. If you want to know your exact brain type, take the Brain Blueprint quiz. It's a 5-minute assessment that tells you your exact type, your optimal timing, your vulnerabilities, and gives you a complete 7-day implementation plan. It's $27 and you will get instant results. The link is in the description below. And if you want genetic confirmation, join the DNA Upgrade waitlist. Upload your 23andMe data and discover your COMT variant, your clock genes, and other genes, plus performance markers. It's free to join, and it's launching soon. The link is also below. If you want personal help, I work with a very small number of creators one-on-one to build their complete system. An application is required. The link is also in the description. And finally, subscribe for the full series. Next week, all 5 brain types explained in detail. Then deep dive videos for each type over the following weeks. Here's the truth. You might be wasting your best work on the wrong tasks, not because you're undisciplined, but because you don't know you have a biological peak window. You have 90 minutes to 4 hours per day of peak cognitive capacity. What you do during that window determines everything. So are you wasting your best work on the wrong tasks? Maybe, but you don't have to anymore. Protect it, use it, honor it. Thanks for watching. Now go protect that morning.